I'm really sorry about that, and
All right.
just want you to know that your friendship means a lot to me,
dude.
man.
You're my best friend always. I mean, I'm surprised I lost touch of you, but I kept in. And then the whole DreamWorld thing happened, and then they lied to us. Fuck you, DreamWorld. Took all stuff. Robert and Alex are still out there. I don't know what's going on with Seth. Just occasionally talk to your ex every now and then. She's in Portland. Punching people in the stomach. But yeah, I miss hanging out with you.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm glad you reached out. And yeah, man. Excited to do this thing.
I've been doing this thing since 2015. This interweb thing.
Yeah, you've gained quite a following there. On
mostly people hate me, but yeah.
the world's greatest TTRPG heel. Is that
dude, I'm not even close to the world's greatest tabletop role playing game heel. I'm a mid card heel compared to like Pundit or Jethro or Avenger. No, dude, I'm mid card. I mean, the champ is the Bro SRR and Jethro or Pundit. They're the two.
I don't really follow many people's.
Well, I'm the only one.
I've seen your videos though. I've seen your videos.
Well, yeah, 6 days a week I'm out there trying to make my little corner of the world a better place.
Oh, there you go. Good job.
I achieved my goal of 2001. That's the goal. 2001 subs.
Oh, right on. Where are we at now?
1,700 something.
Woo!
Got another friend named Aaron who started the same time that I did, and he's got 2,000. Cool. So I'm like, if I beat you by one.
2001.
2001. I'll be happy. I'll never need another sub. I just got to beat you by one.
Very cool, man. Very cool.
Yeah, he's a lot like you. So I'm
right on.
Me and people named Aaron.
Well, good.
Yeah, he ran a great Dungeon Crawl Classic game.
Oh, that's so awesome. I want to play that one real bad.
Oh, I love it so much. It's like, this is my favorite of all the retro clones. It's just so goofy. Xander, what's your favorite character? Dad named you after a character from Buffy. How do you feel about that?
Well, Buffy is a well-watched TV show in our household.
Oh, good.
So I would say Xander would probably really enjoy the fact that he's named after Xander from Buffy. Huh, buddy?
Your dad's a geek. That means you're going to grow up to be a jock, right?
Oh no! Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. Football's you're allergic. You're allergic to football.
My brother got married 8 years ago. Had a kid 7 years ago. I have a niece. My brother, of course, longstanding jock. His wife, longstanding jock. My niece, a geek. She loves dragons.
Very cool. Very cool.
Castles, knights.
Uncle Mike is very important then.
Yeah.
Uncle Mike is very important,
They're trying so hard to keep her
it's
away
from the dark
side, and I'm secretly like, hey, come over, play Minecraft. Hey, come over. Get my dragons. It's a hard task.
Yeah, we've been me and Xander here have been watching a lot of Minecraft lately on YouTube. When we're doing night before we go night. We rewatched all the Shadows of Israel. We rewatched teaching him the classics, of course.
Oh, SOL, yeah. It's 11 years now, I think.
My rewatch, or our rewatch, has gotten us to Whale Lords. We're all the way to Whale Lords now.
So yeah, the pre-Boba years. Yeah.
Well,
they're still going.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I don't they mostly do like what is it called? Don't they do team? Is it team? No, not
on the main channel. It's a lot of Trouble versus in Terrorist Town.
Gary's mod, right? Gary's.
GTA and Geoelectric Phone. Yeah, they don't do a lot of Minecraft anymore on the main channel, but then they have all the little sub channels.
Okay.
And I've got all my new favorites and of course my old favorites.
Yeah, of course. But they have. Oh, okay. Oh, just a minute.
That's okay.
Okay. There we go. I think he'll be a little more comfortable over there now.
Ah, cool. Well, bye, Alexander.
He'll be back, I'm sure, eventually.
Okay. Lost all my super secret teaching powers, so. So since last I saw you, got married again, had some kids.
Yep.
Living out in Santa Paula.
Yeah, we live in Fillmore.
Doing the art.
Yeah, doing the art thing, man. Doing goblins and guns, and I'm also working on another TTRPG. The Builder's Inkwell is what it's called.
Cool.
Yeah, it's been an interesting project.
You got if they have a Kickstarter or anything.
Yes, absolutely. But I think they're still waiting on some art for me. But but we're getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah, man.
At a snail's pace.
We need some more art out there. So, have you been doing any geeking since last we talked, or has it been a geek-free life?
I feel like I celebrate in very, very mundane ways. You know, I feel like I've enjoyed, a lot of the more streaming services. I'm enjoying the Fallout TV show.
Oh, that was.
I feel like that was my goodness.
You're the first person I thought of actually when I saw the ad, and because I remember you were such a big Fallout guy.
I love it, man. I think they represented the game so well. Like it's incredible how well they represent the game.
I know.
I mean, there are some arguments to be had about some lore breaking, I guess, but like here's the thing: the show's not over yet. I'm sure they'll explain. Like all these loose threads are probably meant for a reason for us to, to get you hooked.
Yeah, it's already been greenlighted for at least 2 more seasons. So.
Yeah. So the thing is there's a lot of initial like overreaction, I feel. From the fan base.
Oh yeah, a lot of people, were upset, but they're, Twitter allows anybody to get upset about anything.
Like I feel that we will get an explanation because these guys have worked really hard on this.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like it's like it has a certain I guess you could say laziness about it.
No. I mean
everything
worked. There was nothing that they showed that didn't work. And to do a post-Holocaust of that level and still have that level of, if it's there, you're going to see it work.
Yeah.
It's there because it's there. That was brilliant. The world building was excellent. Coming in knowing barely nothing about the franchise other than what I picked up from you and people playing the game online. I never had a question. The only question I had throughout the whole thing was like, everybody knows he's the bad guy, right? Ambrose / fake Titus. You guys all know he's a bad guy, right? He's not a good guy. I sliced my leg. I don't believe she sliced her leg. I think he did, and she's still covering for him.
So yeah, no, I agree with you, and I think I guess that's kind of how I've been nerding out lately. That's been my current as a current new dad. It's hard for me to make time to tabletop.
Well, you gotta teach them.
That's the plan. Absolutely. So get some new blood. New blood into the
continue the tradition. Tell them the bedtime stories of Reek. That's how you start, man.
Good old Reek.
Yeah, good old Reek. 9 years, man. I mean, you got plenty of stories. Young Keg.
Yeah.
Every year, I tell the Roger and the Fireball story on my channel.
Well, it's important that we talk about our precision fireballs.
Yes, brilliant. It's still the best. I will never top that. Still the best moment in it. God, I don't know what happened to him either, but just every year I'm like, wherever you are, Roger, I love you, and this is just the best ever.
I haven't heard from him. I have no idea.
No, we all lost touch. I think my fault for being a jerk. Everybody else,
Well, hey, don't be so hard on yourself.
Yeah, we all get standoffish. Geeks are hard to communicate.
But I think what I'm trying to say is that it's not over yet.
No.
You know what I mean? We can reunite.
Oh yeah,
definitely. That's what I'm saying.
We're only a phone call / Uber away. We got this thing coming up in July, so this will be their second one, I guess.
Third excellent. One. Is that the
Conflux?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it called Conquest? Is that
Conquest
the name
of Ventura. Yeah, it's the
Conquest.
Game Ogre.
Okay.
Um,
So it is related to Game Ogre.
Yeah,
okay.
it's those guys. That's like the closest Adventures League we
Yes.
have is Game Ogre, because there's no stores here in Ventura doing it that I'm aware
What
of.
about is the place in Camarillo Xander's?
Xander's? I don't know.
My son's store?
I don't know if they do official. I assume she still has gaming there. She did before the apocalypse.
Okay, so they kind of
but I don't know if
fell to the wayside.
I don't know if they're doing official as far as and related to this con, since it's technically an Adventurers League con.
Okay.
That's the closest as I know of. I mean, I don't think
I didn't realize that Conquest was that official.
Well, it's
well, you know what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, it's connected to a semi statewide, countrywide group.
Okay.
They do Adventures League stuff post, at the cons for however, at least until September, when Wizards of the Coast might kill them. But
oh no,
man,
how can Wizards hate their own product so much?
They don't hate their product. They love their product. They hate their fans.
Oh yeah, no, that's it. That's it. So sad. So sad.
I've made tons of videos about that topic and made a lot of enemies because I
talk to death. I understand.
I usually, from Wizards, I like to play devil's advocate because I know it pisses the old fucks off. So I'm like, from Wizards' point of view, this makes sense. It just doesn't make sense to anybody else.
Absolutely.
If I ever wanted to do a master class in economics of how not to run a business, I just go Wizards of the Coast from 2020 till now.
Yeah.
That's how not to run a business.
Yeah.
Look at everything they did and just do the opposite and you'll be successful. Games Workshop. Stop. Hey, what if we stop pissing off our customer base? Wow, we made enough money to give every one of our employees a Christmas bonus of $10,000.
That's incredible.
So they listened.
Wow.
Then they went off and started pissing off their customers again. But they had one good year.
Well, they had a good year.
Yeah.
They had one.
Yeah. For every person that stops buying their stuff, that's one more person that's going to buy my stuff. Buy my merch, kids.
Woo. Woohoo.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got some stuff coming up for you, don't we, Mike? Not that this is my show to interview you, but Red Room, correct?
What?
Isn't that your thing?
No. Red Room is until that's been 2 years. The thing you and I are working on is not through them.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if they're going to continue to work with me or not. Hoping they do, but I don't know.
Okay.
I was unbelievably grateful that they gave me the chance. It's been 2 amazing years, 6 books that I got published that I never would have got published otherwise.
Oh, congratulations, man.
So I'm very grateful. I don't know what they want to go in a more horror direction.
Got it.
Coming forward, and I'm like, I want to do goblins and the Old West and superheroes. And,
yes.
And goblins in space, and then goblins exploring a sewer. I want it to be silly again.
Okay.
I'm so sick of this grim, dark, slogging mud play style.
That is the current trend, I would say, in a lot of games.
That's not how we played. We were goofy shit. How many times did I just let you guys play, even if you forgot your character sheet?
That happened often.
That guy's character sheet on a paper plate.
Well,
Tristan would just be like D20 plus love, and I'd be like, okay, yeah.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that very often. D20
we didn't
plus
care.
I think Mark. That was Mark Smith, right?
Yeah. If you buy it in the store, it shows up in the game.
Incredible.
It was all ridiculous, and it always worked.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
Nobody ever went like, "Oh, dude, that was the worst game ever." It's like, dude, I don't know what happened, but it was great. I miss that play style.
I remember that when you started your Freeport game, and we had done the grand experiment of answering questions from you, and whatever that series of questions, you handed us a character sheet based on that data you collected from us.
Yeah.
I remember that there were people that would come in because they knew we were going to play our game at that time just to watch us play, Mike.
Yeah.
Like we had garnered a crowd
plus 20 with you, and your plus 10 with fishing. Yes.
But I'm serious though. Like it drew quite the crowd. I remember specifically a customer Ed would come in and he would sit down and he'd watch us play just because we were definitely the entertainment of the evening. So yeah, I'm forever grateful for those days.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, you know it. Let's keep the just got to keep the tradition going. And,
yeah. Well, I'm still here, unfortunately. I keep trying to get out, but
unfortunately,
I keep trying to get out of Ventura, but then something else happens, and like, oh, I have a house now. I didn't want a house.
Well, congratulations.
It wasn't my choice. It was a surprise. We bought you a house. I don't want a house.
Oh, so you're now the caretaker. That's
yeah,
good.
until my parents agree to let me sell it. But
what's the plan then?
Well, it was moved to the desert, but the desert's becoming a little too right wing for me. So I don't know. I've still got friends up north. I've got friends in in Texas, and I've got friends in New Mexico.
Okay.
The woman I'd been seeing for a while is in Arizona.
Okay. Cool.
But
Arizona's pretty.
Yeah. It's getting a little.
I understand what you're saying, though. There is definitely a certain type of individual that seeks the desert, and it's usually somebody with lots of guns.
I don't mind the guns. I just mind that they might shoot me because I'm Jewish and I'm LGB and I'm.
Well, that's what I was trying to say. Guns plus a certain mental state. Yeah.
My sister's up in Portland. Portland's geek-centric, but I don't know if I could take the fog.
Yeah, it's pretty much water coming from the sky.
Yeah. And I've got some people, friends in Canada now, and they're like, "Come up here," and I'm like, "Unless you marry me, I can't." That's how it works.
Yeah. So
yeah, I'm here. I have a house.
Well, right on. Congrats to you.
Yeah.
That's good, man.
Yeah.
A roof over your head is not a bad thing.
It's a little too big for me and one cat, but
copy that.
I got a kitchen, so that's nice.
Yeah, heck yeah.
And the cat's happy.
You can put stuff in it.
Yes, a lot of place for my gaming stuff and my niece.
That's cool.
And toys and my cat's toys.
You have to get one of those gaming tables then.
I have it.
The transform or whatever.
Oh yeah. Well, I have a table. I don't have one with the TV in it, but
I keep getting the algorithm ads for all these things. The multi-layer trap doors inside of it. So you can have all your minis on display and your Dwarvenaut collection. Yeah.
So what have you been working on art-wise besides the goblins?
Sure. So let's see here. So yeah, obviously goblins with guns.
Goblins with guns.
I'm working on something called the Builder's Inkwell, which is kind of like it's basically like take like a normal fantasy setting, but try to give it like the flavor of both Kingdom Hearts and kind of like a little bit of the Spider-Verse films. So the idea being that like every player is like a different archetype from like a different dimension, basically. Mm-hmm. And so they've asked me to kind of like create visuals for these different dimensions. So in my head, I was like, well, okay, there's obviously like a vegetable dimension. So I've been drawing a lot of like little fighters and wizards and people, like vegetable people.
Cool.
And like what else? Veggies. And then I did like a dinosaur people world. So I have like a T-Rex wizard.
Oh, awesome. I was just talking to somebody last night about doing a dinosaur game.
He was like, it's just that's kind of the flavor, and it appears that they're the mechanics of their game kind of rely on like cards, like it has like a bit of a card system to it, but also interestingly enough, they took their game to what's the video game and music convention? I forget what it's called.
In Vegas, E3?
No, not E3. There's like one that's like farther towards the East Coast.
I don't know.
Anyway, they went to a show, and basically they got a lot of like players to like create lore for them, and they came back with all these like little like stick figure drawings. They're like, Aaron, we want you to draw these, but like your style. And I'm like, okay. So I've been drawing. I drew this thing called the Void Bee, which is like like a phase bug, kind of phases through dimensions and stuff like that. And look, I think it came out pretty well. So
cool.
There's like a beholder beast guy, but instead of eyes, he just has guns. so that's something I'm gonna. I don't know, like, and kind of like how you mentioned, I'm definitely kind of going more towards a cartoony, vibe, as opposed to like a very grim, dark, vibe. That's definitely like in our current, community.
The post Morkborg style.
Yeah.
Sort of like dark but goofy.
I love it. I do love it, but I just feel that it's permeated to the saturation point.
Yeah. And
we don't need more Morkborg, we have it.
More dark grims,
Yeah.
A grim dark world of dark fairy tales. Cut enough. It's enough. Stop it. It's something new.
I'm actually Twitter friends with the guy who does the comic for Morkborg on as I mentioned on Twitter. But the thing is like even his comic I feel is more of like a cartoonish style as opposed to a grim.
Yeah, well, I think those people missed is that Morkborg actually was a joke.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'll agree with you. Yeah, it was supposed to be like over the top.
Yeah,
so
it is over
the top.
It's so over the top. Any system where you could like the world will end if you roll 1 on a d6.
I love it. Absolutely love the
Every
system.
game.
It's definitely one that I'd love to play at least once. I have most of the books. I've kickstarted most of it.
Morkborg and Cyborg and Pirate Borg. And do you have Borkborg?
I have. Hold on. Here, come with me. Here, let's see. I have. All right, here's a picture of some of them. There's Cyborg, there's Morkborg. I have this is a Swamp one. Swamp, SMVP. I have Pirate Borg right here.
Pirate Borg's big.
Where is it? I have this one, Pork in the Void, like space pigs.
But you have the dog one.
No, I don't think I have the dog one.
Oh, Borkborg? That was the
I got the
best.
Goblin one. Got the Goblin one.
Of course you did.
Goblin Gonzo. What else? Oh, I got the Mork manual.
Awesome.
Which is like the going back to traditional D&D style, I guess. Yeah, I got a couple of them.
A couple I hadn't heard of, but
a couple zines and stuff in here too. I wish I could find it.
Look at all the free press Aaron's giving you, Morkborg people. Doing their free stuff.
I love it. Absolutely love it. But I do think it's definitely a time where we need something a little more silly. And, I think I feel personally, just as a viewer of the TTRPG algorithm, like through social media, I feel that like Dungeon Crawl Classics, for example, is kind of like really come into like a kind of more popularity in this era, and maybe it's just because we do need that sort of like over the top silliness, and I feel like DCC could be a contributor for that.
Oh yeah, it's definitely got all sorts of just so much weirdness. All those random tables, they made up dice.
I love the 30-sided dice.
Yes, 30-sided, the D16,
Incredible.
the D24.
Absolutely, so good.
Cool. So what else is going on in your life?
Let's see. All right, so
you got kid.
Yep, got kid. Got
How
a lovely wife.
Stacy, where'd that happen?
Stacy? How I met Stacy? Well, we went to high school together.
Uh-huh.
And and then we kind of were out of touch, for a little bit. We're friends on social media and stuff. And I guess one day I walked into Target, and she ran up and gave me a hug. She was working at Target at the time, and asked her for her phone number, and one thing led to another, and we had a first date.
Wow.
And it's pretty amazing. I'm real happy. She's an amazing woman, and I'm real lucky to to have her in my life and to have these two great kids, and just really enjoying being a dad, and things are good, man.
And what are you doing for employment? What do you?
Oh, sure. So I partially work for my friend Tim at his comic shop on Wednesdays. I promote new comics and hang out and have a good time. But that's only a side gig. My full-time gig is I work at a group home for adults with intellectual disabilities here in Fillmore.
Okay.
I cook, clean, and hang out, do activities on the weekends, and it's a real good job. I feel like it in a lot of ways it helped give me a lot of skills that are helping me out be a better dad too. So really digging the gig. But the dream, of course, is just to be drawing goblins full time.
We'll get you there. We'll get you there. Definitely gonna, got to post
eventually.
You got to get like an Etsy or something going.
Yeah, I have an Etsy, but it's like I just haven't put anything on it. So that's the step. You got
to get those commissions, man. That's where the money is.
Yeah. So the plan is what I'm working on is I'm gonna do something called 2d6 Goblin, and it's just going to be a little wooden mini set of my drawings, 12 of them. So the idea being you just roll 2d6, and that's how many are going into your game. so just like a little individual bag of them. Some maybe a sheet of characters, and if the designs.
So how's that? You gotta get a stencil machine to make those, or?
Well, I found a couple guys online that make meeples. So I'm probably gonna go through that, or I'm gonna attempt to send them my designs and see if we can
they'll take the art and put it onto the wood.
Yeah.
And mass produce it for you for.
I'm thinking I'm just gonna do like a simple one color background so the art pops on each of the little guys. And I think right now the struggle with that is because I love to just cram a lot of details into things. So I'm trying to stop, look back, and be like, well, maybe he only needs a couple teeth. Maybe he only need, just so that translates well to a little, itty bitty tiny, figurine.
Understand.
Yeah. So that's the struggle.
All right. So the question I ask everybody when I do these interviews is, what is your tabletop role-playing game origin story?
Oh, my origin story.
Young Reek came out of the hole and met a young Mike.
Well, I would say my first experience with tabletop role-playing game, I come from a family who my mom and dad both were gamers. That's how they dated. Is they used to, when they were in high school, they would play Dungeons and Dragons, the original box set, stuff like that. So I grew up with the concept of it, but by the point I was around, they weren't really playing anymore. They were exhausted, I'm sure, raising a tiny hyperactive child like me and my sisters. So, but I absolutely begged them because I wanted to play. So they got my aunt to run a D&D game for my birthday, my 11th birthday, and that was the first time I ever played. I made a character named Hal Halfling. He was my very first PC character.
Awesome.
It was real fun. I have an uncle who's younger than me, and he made a halfling called Al.
Hal
Halfling. Yep. So yeah, it was very cool. Hey, can I take a break just one moment?
Sure. Go ahead, man. Uh-oh.
Yeah. My daughter's just going wild. You haven't met her yet, but
how old is she?
She's 4. 4 years old. That's Theo. She's
Theo.
real busy. She's real busy right now, though. Very, very busy. 10 in the bed, I believe, is one of her favorite. She puts all of her stuffed animals in bed and makes them roll off the bed. And very busy right now.
Like that song, 10 bears in the bed or roll over.
Yeah, she loves it.
I remember
Loves
that from the littles.
Yeah, we're really big into 10 in the bed. That's a favorite. Also, right now she's really into ABCs. Big time ABC fan. So, you know, A for apple, etc., etc. That's the big deal right now.
Hungry caterpillar.
Oh yeah.
If you give a mouse a cookie, I could do that one by heart.
Very cool.
That was always one. And then stealing their lunch. Man, yeah. I do miss kind of working with the littles, but
Aw. I understand.
Yeah, well, they retired me without telling me, so
jerks.
Couldn't even go back if I wanted to. So I get to do it every summer through my brother still. So
good.
I have a niece.
Good.
So
there you go. There you go.
Play out all my kid fun with her, and then not worrying about the aftermath. How much candy did you give her? Doesn't matter. She's not my kid.
Well, Mike, if you're if you and your viewers are interested in seeing some of my goblins and other creatures and things, I've been kind of drawing these undead Sentai skulls lately. I call it the Super Sentai skulls.
Oh, okay. So like the stuff from Go Loser Ranger, just like the
yeah.
Let's see. Do you have any to show before we wrap things up?
How do I do that?
Hold up the picture if you have it.
Yeah.
In front of the camera.
Yeah. I'll see what I could do here.
Or not. Or
no, definitely. Give me a minute. I'm just trying to get a good example of it on my phone real quick. I'll hold that up to the camera.
Yes, because that always works.
I sure hope it works. Yeah, okay. Let's see. There you go. There's one.
Oh, that's awesome.
Just,
take him. She's covered him.
Okay. Just a minute, Mike.
No problem. We can.
And look who's back. It's Xander.
It's Xander. Yay. Da. It's the Xander show. Xander's about to fall asleep.
I think he's asleep. Sweet guy.
Yeah, man, I miss that ability. Kids have that superpower that they can just fall asleep. Don't care.
Oh, but you can find this and other several creatures. Here's one actually for me and Mike's game I drew. There's the Bad Moon Rising spell.
That might be the cover, yeah.
You can find that on my Instagram, DungeonJanitor.
All right, we'll post a link. So if any of you want to see Aaron's artwork, it'll be at the thing. It'll be on my next upcoming project, which is the thingy. I'm gonna let Aaron go because he's got kids to deal with, and we'll talk again, buddy.
All right. Thanks again.
Miss you.
All right. I love you, man. Thanks
man.
again.
Let's hang out soon.
All righty. Sounds good. All right.
Okay, that was Aaron Cornelious, whose art appears in my upcoming Goblin project, and who was the inspiration for much of my current Fresno, Nevada project. If you want to hear more from Aaron, check out his Instagram at DungeonJanitor. And I'll be back another time. Till then, I'm the OG GGM. You know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, buy my merch.